and demonic world, of course, are separate yet equal in some senses, if you get my drift.
Right, exactly. We did get one question really quick, and I think it was one of my promoters, a think tank, and this is kind of the reason why we brought this up as well too, because he was watching one of the TV shows and everything else and stuff like that. And if I can find it really quick, how do you explain that you are an angelic person, and what does he mean by that?
I've expressed this before.
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to being on the angelic side, I like to think of myself as going onto the prosperous edge of life instead of someone who is de-evolving. I consider the angelic realm to be more of an evolution, something that I guess humanity should be looking forward to. It can relate to even to the subject of vampirism, for instance.
Right.
There are those of us who take on the characteristics of either angelic or demonic, depending on what makes suit at the same, at that time.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. And another part as well too is, what does he actually believe in?
I see. What do I actually believe in? I actually believe within my experiences that I have had, I would say past life experiences, but we won't go into that right now because that's a whole other ballpark. But the experiences that I've had so far within this life, I've had different views, different experiences that have actually pushed me to the understanding of what you consider demons and angels.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to an actual manifestation of something in 3-dimension, what that you'd see on the Sci-Fi Channel now.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't happen that way.
Yeah, I've been challenging the Northwest Fan Hunters as well too, and I had a big meeting with them about this whole entire thing as well too. Some people can believe this thing, some people can believe that thing, and everything else and stuff. Well, I have my experience as well too, even when I was younger and stuff. But I grew up to be a really chaotic Mexican, but that's just my own thing. And I got my own, I got my own beliefs and stuff like that. So I understand what you're saying on that part and everything. So and again, going back to what you believe in and stuff like that, and the whole spirit part of it, what you believe in, you talk about evolution and your own ways and stuff like that. Explain a little bit, elaborate a little bit more on that and everything. Is it more like, okay, you say spiritual and everything, but what about purity? Purity is another one. Purity?
Purity.
Yeah.
So what would you want to go on when it comes to purity exactly?
Purity as in your beliefs and stuff like that. Because it seems like I think every human being can have a demon and angel on them. That sort of thing. And of course, everyone's a human being.
Correct. When it comes to purity, on the other hand, I would say that there's certain aspects of my beliefs that would be considered on the realm of purity. But at the same time, I, in no way, especially living within this human realm, in this vessel, I wouldn't be able to stay within complete purity. That would just, I guess you say, be counterproductive, especially with the goals of what we're supposed to be doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, though, I, of course, when it comes to purity and things like that, I have been trying to, of course, elevate myself in evolution as much as I can by the understanding of what others within this world are actually in belief of, and trying to make the sense of it myself.
Mm-hmm.
One has their own point of view.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There was another one really quick that we'll look at this other one, and then we'll move on to the other stuff as well too. Purity and everything else and stuff like that. Practices and everything. Your types of practices as Don Henrie and everything on your daily basis and stuff. I mean, I know you're a homebody and everything else, so am I. And and I have a cat, that sort of thing. I think that's my practice of doing whatever, and talk to a lot of people around the world, that sort of thing, and stuff like that. But what is your actual practice spiritually? Practices.
So practice spiritually is try to keep my nose out of other people's business as much as possible, so that way I don't piss the wrong person off. But at the same time, I do have quite a library of all kinds of different people's point of views on their beliefs and spiritualities and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing as well too. I got a big library as well. But then again, do you believe all of it? You know what I'm saying? But you have to pin down your what you believe in and that sort of thing.
Correct.
There's so many teachers and authors and everything else and stuff like that writing all these different types of books and stuff like that. And you know.
Well, I have to state, of course, there's different types of belief.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone always states or defines belief as just one thing. When belief could be the belief in what someone may tell you because you know that's actually the positive thing to do, or, you know, just like the law, for instance, you believe that badge is something that gives that person, of course, at that time, the ability to become an officer, so therefore you believe that they're going to give you a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
At the same time, you've got beliefs of experience.
Yeah, it's like a DUI over the holidays, guys.
Exactly.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If you don't get the right grades in school, believe it, you're not going to get anywhere. But at the same time, there's spiritual beliefs of. It's interesting, is because what we're talking about is mixing the mind with the spirit. At times, the mind can be conflicted with certain things, and the spirit can be conflicted, and sometimes the only out can actually believe in something that may not actually be there, but something that you may have actually heard of.
Right.
And of course, you've got the actual belief of something that has been right in front of you, like, boo, I saw a ghost. You know?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So I've seen quite a few things myself, you know, in my life. It's just, the thing is that on a radio interview, of course, we'll go only a certain point, because after a certain point, it will get a little bit weird, you know.
Exactly. I know we've still got a lot of time left, believe it or not, until we get to the next interview as well too. When you say mind and spirit as well, people can take that to a lot of different aspects and everything. Some people can say, hey, okay, I met Don Henrie.